Peters, aka the Vanilla Gorilla, coming at you with Suppz.com. We're bringing the energy, we're bringing the facts, we're bringing the fun. We're bringing you a mailbag question. Not just from last week's mailbag, but from one of the recurring themes we see in the supplement industry. And that is a truth about fat burners. You've seen they've been around since the beginning of the supplement industry. And everybody by now, unless you live on a rock, knows at least the term fat burner. So, with that being said, what exactly is a fat burner? It strikes a chord with me as a nutrition coach, as a formulator, as a brand development director in the dietary supplement industry. What exactly is a fat burner? People think this misconstrued thing when they take this pill, they'll magically burn fat. It makes them burn more fat. And, the fat's just going to drip off my body because I took the supplement. It doesn't quite work like that. So to start at the nuts and bolts of fat burners, understand basically how they work is they cause a thermogenic effect. AKA, that's why these are also called thermogenics to the more informed. Now, what that does is it essentially works to increase your core temperature of your body, therefore increasing calorie burn. Therefore, it increases your thermogenic rate. So, a fat burner doesn't exactly directly burn fat. It helps you burn more calories. And they can also contain ingredients for helping your body release the fatty acids to be burned, opening those pathways, whether it be helping, like carnitine, helps shuttle fatty acid in the mitochondria of the cell to be burned. Or you could have things that work on the alpha receptors and the beta receptors, so different compounds. Those are all mechanisms of which they can assist you in burning fat. But there's nothing that you're going to take that's magically going to make fat drip off your body unless you're in a caloric deficit. It's simply meant to help amplify the effects of diet and exercise. It all starts with your diet. You've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll say it every single day of the week. Calories in versus calories out, you have to be in a calorie deficit if your goal is to lose body fat. That's a whole nother video in terms of how to set that up, and we'll definitely cover that. But the underlying theme, you have to make a diet modification, you have to make a training modification in increasing your calorie burn to burn body fat. A fat burner is not a replacement for anything. It simply supplements what you are already doing, okay? So, do I believe in fat burners? Yes and no. Do I recommend them? Yes, but you have to have your diet nailed down, you need to have your training on point, and you need, of course, have the appropriate amount of cardiovascular activity. If you have an active job, like manual labor, you probably don't need as much cardio, okay? But then at the end of the day, you still need to manipulate your body to burn more calories than it currently was and maintain a caloric deficit. That can be done through diet manipulation or, of course, increasing training activity. So, do I believe in them? Yes. If you have all those boxes checked, they can help, one, give you energy. Because one thing that sucks when you start dieting, cut calories, is of course brain fog. You start feeling a little foggy mentally. You're not as sharp. You're lower on carbs. You may be dragging. Thermogenics and aka fat burners, one thing that they do well, and a lot of them, especially in the old days with all the synthetic stimulants, is they give you a zero. They get you going. They give you energy. They give you focus. They give you increased drive. So you perform better even when you're feeling, a little less energetic due to calorie restriction, okay? Another thing that certain fat burners can do is they can help curb appetite. They can help kill cravings, make dieting easier, and of course help you lose fat by helping you stick to your damn diet. Okay, so through those two mechanisms alone, that's sometimes why a fat burner can be a helpful tool. Third and foremost is that it can also, once again, stack the deck in favor of your body preferentially burning more calories. Okay, it's not going to necessarily, quote unquote, just zap fat from your body. It's not going to make body fat go woof and just disappear. It's going to help increase calorie burn and overall metabolism, help support an effective and elevated metabolic rate to burn more calories, which translate into your body being forced to burn body fat. So it's a great example of something that gets turned into, it's a gray area of truth. It doesn't exactly burn fat just by taking it, but it increases your body's abilities to burn it. So write that down. I'll say it before, I've said it 3 times already. It doesn't exactly burn fat directly. So if you're looking for a good thermogenic, okay, depending on your stim tolerance, I'm personally not a fan of things with a lot of stimulants. I'd prefer to take a pre-workout or just go without it. I'm a big fan of nootropics and other non-stim products for focus, okay? The downside to taking thermogenics, especially if you don't have a high stim tolerance, or even if you do, is that you're going to have, of course, the risk of increased blood pressure. Certain amounts of stimulants can give you anxiety, and especially a lot of fat burners, quote-unquote, have yohimbe in them. Some people do not react well to yohimbe. That can make some people feel nauseous. It can give some people anxiety, heart palpitations, aka forceful beating of the heart. It can have some negative effects. So you just have to weigh to yourself exactly what thermogenics are going to do for you. And the other part that a lot of people don't address is that pounding your body with all these stimulants, including those in fat burners, is not exactly setting your body up for the best hormonal environment. Now, what I mean by this is that over prolonged periods of time from taking a lot of stimulatory supplements or ingredients in general, is that you can overstress your body. Your stress hormones can go through the roof. You can like cortisol. Having high cortisol is not your friend, especially if you're looking to lose body fat and just feel better in general, okay? It's a stress hormone. You want to keep that nice and low. Woosah. So, that's another thing that thermogenics will work against you. You may feel better, you may get more of a sweat, it may help your appetite, but then at the end of the day, the hormones play a huge part in terms of how your body's burning fat. So if you elect for a thermogenic, I highly recommend something that doesn't have a ton of stimulants and that actually has some ingredients in them that can actually assist in the burning of body fat. Now, a non-inclusive list of some of them that come to mind that I would recommend. I'm a big fan of synephrine, okay? There's branded versions out there. Those typically feel, quote-unquote, the cleanest because they're pure extract. If you can handle it, a lot of people do like yohimbe. Caffeine is a staple. Don't overdo it. I'm a huge fan of phosphatidylserine. That's an amazing ingredient for a lot of things, and especially for mitigation of stress. I'm also going after fat loss in a different approach too. Think stress reduction. In that case, things that can help your body be in a more relaxed state to help your body burn fat more effectively and reduce cortisol. Ashwagandha is another that comes to mind. Okay, so a lot of these adaptogenic herbs such as ashwagandha, they get brought up for test boosting and stress mitigation and recovery, but don't roll out their role and how they can, stack the deck in terms of your body being able to burn fat more effectively. So there's a lot we covered in this video, keeping it under 8 minutes long. That's a summation of the truth about fat burners. In summation, they're not magic, but they can help you use some energy, they can help curb your appetite, and they can assist your body in burning a few more calories. This has been Drew Peters, aka the Vanilla Gorilla, with Suppz.com. Leave a comment below, tell us what you want to hear about in the mailbag, and we'll knock it out. Signing off, Vanilla Gorilla.